Welcome to the nightly morning news, all the news thou needest to know to starteth thine day, delivered directly into your consciousness live and daily by the Propaganda Committee of the Mind Flare Criers Guild. I am your host, Sir Timlock Bumbleglave, and let's unroll this scroll. We start with the weather divination. The seasonal windstorms that have been making their way across the Central Plains have been giving the residents of the borough of Greystone some unexpected troubles. Usually, these winds are not worthy of note. However, this year's represents something of an architectural issue. As some of you will know, Greystone is a city whose main industry is the mining of iron. Recently, the elders of the Miners, Cart Persons, and Rail Workers Guild of Greystone hired the Circle of the Enchanted Edifice, that very well thought-of cabal of master architectromantic casters, to design and fabricate their new guild hall. All went to plan, and the guild hall that they imagined and summoned up from the living stone is a marvel of modern magical design. It is a very organic building, with elements that bring the structures of tunnels and insects to mind in a way that is pleasing, if surprising. There were no issues until the spring winds came in from the east. An unpredictable and unfortunate confluence of the form and the orientation of the building with the strong winds has resulted in a cacophonous whistling and trumpeting whenever the wind blows on the guild hall, a situation which is practically constant with the arrival of the spring winds. The residents of this fine borough are losing sleep and patience as the tuneless bellowing of the hall carries for miles around. That sounds like a real problem. Let's check in with the Ordw Ordeal Melee Supreme Tournament. Yesterday afternoon's brutal bout between the Calm Tide Krakens and the Glen River Bens was one of the most bloody that the tournament has ever seen. The Bens captain delivered a blow to the Kraken's elder caster in the first half that was so brutal, I will be surprised if she is able to return to play, even with the most talented clerics in the land providing care to the players. The Krakens returned the favor in the second half, with their fighters nearly behanding several of the Ben's players in pursuit of the orb. The Kraken's third half victory by orb might have been a literal lifesaver. Let's hope that today's bout between the Underground Fiefdom Hammers and the Lewin Bay Seiche is more staid, if no less exciting. I love this sport. That is the news for today, Ordw the 11th. Remember, the only thing standing between you and complete success is you and that giant armored goblork. I have been your host, Sir Timlock Bumbleglave, and I bid thee farewell. If you spot any news that you think the good people of Drag should know of, please send an ether mail to tipline@nightlymorningnews.com. Brought to you by
Rattlebox Games.